Guys, welcome back to my channel. This is John from Cloud Tech Inside. Today's topic, we'll be talking about Amazon Bedrock knowledge base. We'll be demoing how to create the knowledge base, how to create the knowledge base on Amazon Open Search, and we'll also be using the Titan model to generate the text to vector and then store it in the Amazon Open Search. So let's get started. So why do we need knowledge base? So we talked about retrieval augmented generative AI in the last session while building the AI chatbot. The chatbot was using an in-memory store to read the documents and get the relevant information and pass it on to the LLM to make sense. So in this demo, we'll be talking about the embedding model, which means the model that can convert the text into the vector, which means it reads all the PDF file and convert that into a vector form, and then you can store that vector into a vector database, which can be an OpenSearch or other options. And then it's basically converting the data into high dimensional, which is more numerical in nature, and we'll also have contextual awareness, the nuances in the language is understood, and everything is ready to go so that you can query the data and get the information. And there are some models like Amazon Titan embedding, BERT, and GPT-3 that does the text to vector conversion. And then the last demo, we were storing it in memory, which is in the RAM. And in this demo, we'll show how to store a large amount of memory in OpenSearch and how the models can leverage the real-time capabilities of OpenSearch to query the data and answer the questions. So moving on to the vector database. So vector database is capable of handling large amount of data. And what it does, it reads the PDF doc, converts that to vector to text to vector, and then store it in the vector database called OpenSearch in Bedrock. And OpenSearch enables you to real-time query the data. So OpenSearch is used for different use cases, real-time monitoring use cases, real-time reporting use cases. So there are various use storing the Amazon, which is done using Amazon Titan embeddings. And then you can use the model to RAG and then provide the response to the user. So let's get to the demo. We are on the Amazon Bedrock console, and under the menu, you can see an option under the orchestration called knowledge base. And this is how you create the knowledge base using the console. There are different options to create knowledge base from console as well as the APIs. But let's start with a simple option where you can create the knowledge base by clicking this button right here. And then it goes to the next window. It's a wizard-based creation, and then it provides a name here, or you can add your own name, provide the description. I would say demo purpose, and then create and use. So it can create its own IAM user, and it will provide the corresponding trust policies and policies around it. Click on next, and then we talk about the data sources, where the data source exists, etc. So in this demo, I have created a bucket called Bedrock Fine Tuning Cloud, and downloaded a couple of PDF documents around quantum computing here. So I have like 3 PDF documents in the S3 location, and now I'm going to point the S3 location to the corresponding. We move on. So this is where the Titan embedding G1 text comes into picture. So now you are going to convert the PDF documents into smaller chunks, and that chunks will be stored in a vector, converted into a vector format, and then eventually stored into the OpenSearch serverless database. So they're using the OpenSearch serverless here, and you can quickly create those new vector data and then hit next. So it does everything for you. It automatically parses and loads that into the OpenSearch database. And once it creates knowledge base, it starts creating the knowledge base. It takes few minutes to create. And this method is for like one-time creation, for cool demos. But when it comes to updation of the knowledge base, more suitable route would be more of the programming route. And then we can talk more about that. The knowledge base is ready now. You can see the status ready. It has parsed through the files, converted the text to vectors, and stored it in the open search serverless database. So you can get into this knowledge base right here, and you can see the different data sources. And one of the data source is the one in S3 location where all the PDF files are located. It uses a chunking strategy called fixed size chunking strategy, which we'll come to later. And the model that's used is the Titan embeddings G1. That's the one that converts the text to vector format. And then the vector database of choice is Amazon Open Search Serverless. This is what we use in Bedrock. And it has the corresponding index name, which is the table in OpenSearch. Just like tables in relational database, indexes in the OpenSearch world. And once the data is stored and the knowledge base is ready, status, the next step is to test the knowledge base. So towards the right side, you can see an option called test knowledge base, in where you can select the model. Let's pick the lighter version. It's the on demand as of now. And then you can see the small box right here where you can put your query in. So I'm just asking, what is quantum computing and what are the trends? So you can run the query against the knowledge base and it'll come back with the response. There you go. So you can see the response, you can see which documents, the source chunks, etc. that it used to provide the response. So this is more transparent than most of the LLM models in other platforms, where it provides you more detailed information on what document used. So any kind of audit purposes, ML audit, you can use this model or the knowledge base and say, hey, this is where the information is derived from, and if there is something wrong with the document, you can always go back to the document and fix those documents. Again, one more thing I want to highlight here is this is the manual route of creating a knowledge base. Let's say if you have new files coming in, I would highly recommend going the pipeline route, which I will talk about in the next video, where you can create a pipeline, a continuous pipeline that creates everything for you, continuously adds the new documents, chunk it, put the new documents into the knowledge base, and the model will be up to date with the latest information. So like I mentioned, there are multiple ways to ingest data. This is one of the route, and I will soon post a video on the second option where we build the pipeline using the APIs. So thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe the video. That will be an encouragement for me to create additional videos on Bedrock. And also keep in mind, Bedrock, playing with Bedrock comes with a cost. Most of the time we are playing with on-demand instances. There will be a charge associated with invoking the model. So please keep that in mind. In this example, we're also creating the OpenSearch serverless database. So understand the costs associated and ensure that you delete and clean up after the demo. Thank you again. See you in the next video.